Good morning, Connections, day 2.
They have put us over here to entertain these folks because those folks got way too much of us yesterday.
Too much love yesterday for these folks
So
over here. We still love all of you, though. Trust me. Colby, especially you.
So, Joel Book, I learned there are 3 new rules yesterday. 1, hats are allowed on stage. Did not know that. I would have brought a lovely chapeau. I don't know about you.
I'm not a hat guy. I love my dome exactly the way it is, and I don't want to cover up the treasure.
Fair enough. 2nd, shoes are optional.
I could get down with no shoes. This is a lovely stage up here.
You can't really see it. It is very comfortable.
Very soft underfoot.
If anyone kicks off their shoes, understand that is purely a comfort decision.
Yeah.
3, this was a personal discovery, and if you have an iPhone, take it out right now. Go to text. Look at your emojis.
Is this legit?
This is legit. 4th screen of the happy faces, there is a Joel Book emoji.
You're kidding.
I tweeted it out not minutes ago at JK Rohrs. So
a Joel Book emoji? Meaning it looks similar to me?
It's a dead ringer.
Really?
Yes. And I have proposed that when you put it into a text or a tweet, that it means that you're dropping knowledge.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm sure the kids love that. Yeah.
And with that, Joel,
yeah.
I believe that we're going to be talking to some great customers today. I'm going to go find one in the audience.
Let's get serious.
Let's get started.
Let's light this candle, folks. Yesterday we had some terrific interviews, as all of you know, with some great customers. We're going to continue that trend this morning. Right now, it's my pleasure to welcome to the stage the Vice President for Digital Marketing and Strategy for Simon, Mr. Patrick Flanagan, right here. Morning, Patrick. How are you? Great. Patrick, a lot of the people in the audience may not exactly be familiar with Simon. I'm very familiar because we love shopping at your malls north of here up in Carmel. For those folks that may not be familiar with Simon, talk a little bit about the organization and basically your breadth of coverage in the mall business here in the United States.
Sure. So Simon is the retail real estate leader across the globe. We operate around 250 malls, at least in the United States internationally, which equates to about 3 billion shopper visits, which is relatable back to about 100 million unique individual shopping. It also spans the breadth of about 13,000 retail brands and tenants in those malls.
So 100 million unique shoppers per year in your properties. One of the things I do know about your business, when we look at shopping malls and we look at the way in which you're really leveraging data and technology, you're all about the customer experience, or I should say the shopper experience, aren't you?
Yeah, so we are really excited about always improving the shopper experience, and for us that has come down to us making an ongoing commitment to reinvest in our malls. So last year and certainly this year, we've put over $1 billion back into our portfolio of shopping centers. And at least from a digital experience perspective, that has really allowed us to, first and foremost, get some of our core infrastructure pieces upgraded, starting with, a fiber backbone ring of connectivity in our malls, leading to, kind of a state-of-the-art Wi-Fi experience that brings just blazing fast broadband to our shoppers. And really where that allows us to do, that's just kind of the baseline, where that Wi-Fi experience allows us to really start to engage our shoppers. And what we found over the years is shoppers are really willing to make what we call a kind of a basic social trade. We offer them a free Wi-Fi connection, and in return, we ask them to provide either their email address and or a mobile phone number. And it's amazing, over time, it's been about 50 to 60% of our shoppers say, yeah, I'll make that trade. And so we collect an amazing amount of opt-in, absolutely privacy-respectful permission marketing from that. So, every month it's hundreds of thousands of new subscribers coming in. It's our #1 acquisition channel is actually our on-mall, which inherently is a localized. You're saying I want to receive communications from the mall I'm standing in, the mall I'm connected to, which really feeds to our localization strategy because every single mall isn't grouped as an aggregate. Every single mall has a unique email list, and a unique SMS list, a unique Facebook page, and a unique Twitter down the line. So it's very localized, and it feeds really well with that on-mall experience.
So in essence, every one of your 250 plus malls is indeed its own brand, has its own Facebook page, its own email newsletter, and the whole focus is using the ExactTarget Marketing Cloud really to drive ongoing engagement with those shoppers and bring them back. And I'm sure your tenants love it.
Yeah, it's a win-win for both, driving on a repeat and ongoing shopper traffic back to the mall, and also helping those shoppers understand what is actually happening, what is new at our malls, whether it's a new store opening, an amazing event, a deal alert. So it's a very multi-channel approach to kind of communicating, and ET's at the center of all of that, whether it's email, SMS, push, and some of it's really on through social as well.
Well, you guys have done an amazing job. And again, I can just say as a customer of Clay Terrace and Fashion Mall north of here, Simon continues to be at the head of the class. Thanks so much for spending time with us this morning. Patrick Flanagan, everybody. Jeff, let's keep the train on the tracks. I think you've got another guest for us, right?
I most certainly do, and I'm very excited to introduce you to Patrick Fitzgerald. He is the VP of Interactive for SiriusXM Radio. For those who don't know, SiriusXM has about 26 million, over 26 million subscribers, most profitable radio group in the world. I am a big fan, longtime subscriber. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you for being a subscriber.
No problem. I'm going to talk to you about some deals and other things later. But what I find fascinating as you look to meet customers in their journey is where the journey often starts for your customer. Could you tell folks a little bit about that?
Sure. Really, it starts before they buy a car. So we are very much a car product now, and it starts before they get to the dealership. Hopefully they've heard of us. Hopefully they know a little bit about our content. And then as they go to the dealer introduces them to the service, teaches them how to use the radio. And then once they drive off the lot is when it really starts in earnest. So what we want them to do is turn the radio on and explore, discover some content, hopefully find 5 or 6 channels to fall in love with, and if all goes well, then they become a customer for us.
And what are the 2 or 3 that you've fallen in love with? What are
my go-tos? Uh-oh. So I would say Howard, for sure. Okay. And thanks. And then from on the music side, the Spectrum is my go-to channel.
Excellent. And one of the interesting things that you have as an interesting challenge is that you are enabling a very large group of influencers, your on-air talent and otherwise, to engage in social media. Can you talk a little bit about how you're using the ExactTarget Marketing Cloud in that way?
Sure. So we're using Buddy and we're using Radiant 6. So as subscribers, again, engage with the product, they want to talk to that talent, right? So radio has a long history of interacting with its listeners. Over the phone, we still do that a lot, but increasingly it's becoming social media. So all of our channels, many of our hosts, most of our hosts and our talent have social accounts, and they are engaging directly with our audience. So we have over 100 of Facebook pages that we're managing, and hundreds of Twitter accounts as well. And we really don't want to get in between programming and the talent and the listener, but we also need a way to track that. So that's where we use Buddy and Radiant 6 as well.
Excellent. Well, thank you for sharing a little bit about the story today. I think we're going to throw it back up to Mr. Book. Big round of applause for Mr. Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Patrick. Guys, if you're like me, your day typically begins with USA Today. I know mine did this morning. It was right outside my door over at the Embassy Suites. We're really pleased to have a long-standing relationship with one of the absolute breakthrough leaders in media today. Please put your hands together for Mr. Mark Hyland, VP of Digital Media for Gannett. Hey, Mark. Everybody here is familiar with Gannett, Mark, again, as I said, through USA Today, but you have so much more going on in terms of how you're really revolutionizing the whole experience with subscribers and moving rapidly away from one-size-fits-all delivery of content to now delivery of one-to-one content and offers. Talk a little bit about Gannett, where you're at and where you're headed in the future.
Yeah, about 2 years ago, we moved to a pay model, which has changed our business. As publishers, we were giving our content away for free. Now subscribers need to pay for the content. So there's a value proposition there that we have to meet. So trying to give them relevant content offerings around their affinities, their interests, and to provide more subscriber value on a one-on-one relationship is really important for us. And then how do we onboard new subscribers through our content as well?
Now, you have done an incredible job in terms of just learning more about subscriber interests, their preferences with respect to content. Talk a little bit about the changing dynamics of today's consumer. A lot of what we're discussing here, of course, at this conference is the mobile-first consumer. We're 24/7. We're always on. How has that changed or forced Gannett to really change its model in terms of content delivery?
Well, it's trying to hit the consumer at any channel we can and provide a distribution channel for them however they want to be informed. So if they want to be informed with an email newsletter about a particular topic or a geographical area, we do treat them, we hit them with that email. It could be SMS, it could be push, it could be breaking news that we own in most of our markets. So trying to capture more about what they want and then hitting them at the channel that they wish to receive that. Mobile is exploding, as we know, and that's where most of our communication is happening with our subscribers.
The wrap-up question that I need to ask, what kinds of unique advertising opportunities or offers, promotions opportunities does this create then for brands at the local level?
Yeah, the more we know about our subscribers, the more we can hit them with relevant advertising, whether it's on the topical level, like sports, things to do, or it's on the geographical level. If we know you're in a community, you're interested in this community, we can hit you with relevant small business advertising around that piece of content.
Gannett continues to be cutting edge. I can't thank you enough for being here, Mark. Put your hands together for Mark Hyland of Gannett, folks. Jeffrey, come back up here for the high point of this morning's opening.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need a big round of applause. We need to get this going because here comes the safe harbor statement.
Put your hands together for the safe harbor right here. I am physically and emotionally moved every time this comes up. I don't know about you, Jeff.
Because it basically means no one's going to listen to us about financial advice, which is the way that it should be.
Enough said. Enough said.
Joel, I think what we're going to throw to now is for those who maybe stayed out a little bit late last night and are having a tough time recalling what exactly happened yesterday, we have a little recap video for you. Folks, we will see you tomorrow morning bright and early. Thank you very much.
We are all on a journey. We're on a journey with ourselves. We're on a journey with our customers. We are the company that's helping you, our customers, generate customer success in this incredible new age.
All of us marketers here have the power to engage with our customers.
That is the power of Journey Builder and the power of Journey Builder for Apps. There is no end to our innovation. The journey is the reward.